the Christian community, the real Christian community that was around me, saved my life. And dude, I was getting texts and letters in rehab by the hundreds. We love you. Everybody makes mistakes. We support you. Anything we can do for you, you let me know. I was getting so built up and so encouraged. Publicly, I was getting just crushed. So it's tricky for me to say I've abandoned those people because those people kept me alive. There's a whole group of Christian people currently that love you, that love your work. They just aren't saying it. But there's also a very vocal, very, very minority group of people that are vocal about you.
The loud ones.
They don't wish for reconciliation or forgiveness. If they're posting publicly about you, they wish for your destruction. Mm-hmm. They wish for your embarrassment, for your shame, and your destruction. If somebody, I've gotten private DMs from people that said, hey, we love your comedy. We just thought that this joke was offensive. I'll listen to that because that's someone is trying to help. That's a fan. Someone tweeting at you publicly is trying to crush you. They are not for your good. And so if you say, hey, as the Christian community outed you, the Christian community kept me on earth.
Gotcha.
In a lot of ways. So how the whole thing came down, my whole belief about my whole life in the childhood is because I went to rehab, but I remember going there and I talked to my sister and I said, this wasn't in the healthiest place at the time. I go, how many followers did I lose? And she goes, none. Under some, just like we talked at breakfast, that I should kill myself. Like, where'd you get that? Yeah, people were screaming very loudly on the internet, but there would be more. If you want to build the evidence that you're a child of God, that you're deeply loved, you're flawed but deeply loved, or if you want to build the case that you're a bad guy, you could build both of those cases easily. And you could probably build the one that you're a son of God and of infinite value much easier than you could build the one that you should leave this planet. Mm-hmm. Much easier. Everybody was like, yeah, dude, we love you. The first emotional moment that I had, I never said anything online for 8 months. And I remember me and my assistant, we decided to come back to the internet 8 months later. And I didn't know what people were going to think. I didn't know what people were going to say. I didn't know what to do or nothing. And me and my assistant, Eleanor, we were sitting in my kitchen and I had these new headshots taken and no one had heard from me in 8 months. I haven't heard from him. We don't know his side of the story. It's just a horrific time that's embarrassed himself all over the internet and no one knew. So I did a photo shoot and I pressed, my assistant was there. We weren't really thinking anything of it, but I pressed upload and it must have gone into the feed. And the support was, I mean, I will never forget that the rest of it. I was like, oh my God, he's back, dude. I'm so glad. I can't believe he made it. We freaking love this guy. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for, I can't wait to see what he has to say about COVID. Oh man, I couldn't be, this makes my day. People were like, I'm crying. I can't believe. It was just, and we were just sitting there, man, we were bawling, dude. We were bawling. Because this goes against my whole life of if anyone ever figures out that you're a human, anything, if they ever figured out they'd hate you, that must not be true. Then now these people knew everything. These people knew everything. I will never forget that the rest of my life. And I didn't mean it wasn't for that. It was just like how loudly that spoke to me. And I think that's what got me into like, oh, well, what? Then it sent me on this road of like, oh, what else of this institution of religion have we created that's not true either? All of my shows, I go, I just want to let you know that there's a lot of people struggling in here with depression or hopelessness, and you're thinking you've had thoughts about not being on this planet. And I just want to let you know that you're not alone. And there's a lot of other people in here that are fighting that same battle. And you lay your head down on the pillow tonight, having those thoughts that you are not alone. And I'm there with you. You deserve to be on this planet. There's a God that loves you and cares about you. And now I come back with just tremendous purpose.